My video for September the 16th, 2019 is number 3209. The title is The Misguided War Against Duality. Here we go again. Duality is the reality that physicality is the balance of pairs of opposites like light and dark, up and down, hard and soft, and even male and female. All these and more are required for physical existence. But what is dualism? It is a war fought in the attempt to control one polarity by the other, like matter against spirit. Spirit materializes. To me, that is simply what creation is, the manifestation of that which cannot otherwise be seen, felt, etc. Something comes into being from what seems like nothing. It is intentionality that makes all the difference. When the intention is love, opposites exist harmoniously. When the intention is control, there is a clash of opposites. There is nothing wrong with physicality, only with the polarization of opposites. Polarization and dualism are unnatural miscreations that destroy harmony, creating cacophony. Polarity and duality are loving creations that give birth to identity and individuality. It is the distortion that creates the problems we see on Mother Earth and in Father Sky. This continues to go up, and once again, at a discussion on the Bhagavad Gita today, it comes up that everything is an illusion. The idea is that physicality is just an illusion because it's not permanent, because it's here today and gone tomorrow. The leaves change color, they fall off trees. Birds and other animals are birthed and die, and this is what we experience as life. That is physicality. There's nothing wrong with that. But yet we look at the world and we see men and women that don't understand each other fighting with each other, and we see wars on every level of human culture that we don't see so predominantly in animal cultures, for example. That doesn't mean that animals don't eat other animals. It doesn't mean that at all. It doesn't mean that we're not supposed to eat plants, or that we have to be vegans. I am a vegetarian primarily, but I'm not a vegan, and I wasn't a vegetarian most of my life. But in any case, we are entrapped and engulfed in this miscreation and misunderstanding. We stand under the illusion that there has to be conflict. And we stand under the illusion that we are corporate entities as opposed to natural entities. Corporate law as opposed to natural law. And all of the divisions that we see in the world are produced by misunderstanding. We're standing under the wrong concepts. We're not standing under the concept of a loving creation. We're standing under the concept of a controlling creation. And the controlling creation is all based on myth because we have no way of proving beginnings or endings. All we can actually look at is what's happening right now. And right now, there is polarization, the rich against the poor, and the poor trying to survive. It's not that the poor are against the rich. The poor might want to become richer, but that can't happen as long as the rich hoard the what we consider wealth. That creates the polarization, not the polarity. The polarity is a natural and a good thing. I'm glad there are men and women. I'm glad there is the requirement and necessity to create life naturally. It requires the emergence or the merging of opposites. That's why they say opposites attract. Well, it's not so much attraction as it is a mutual dance. There's a dance between the light and the dark, between the visible and the invisible. But it doesn't look like a dance now because of distortions that have taken place. Because somewhere along the line, the creator, who perhaps did not know what was going to happen. Now, I know that flies in the face of the idea that the creator knew everything, knew the end from the beginning. Well, if he did, then there was a big mistake. But if it was an experiment and they didn't know how the experiment was going to unfold, well, then it makes more sense that we're watching this thing develop and something obviously has gone wrong, because there is no peace on earth, because there is no profit in peace. There's only profit in destruction and war. And there's the distortion once again. That's where the dualism was birthed, when part of creation said, I will be like, I will imitate, in other words, the Most High. I will pretend I am God, that I am the first source, that I am the creator. It's the exaltation of ego that is edging God out, or trying to superimpose itself over the creator. And it made for a miscreation, or a messed up creation. And that's, again, that's dualism. Dualism creates that. Duality didn't create that. In the beginning, God saw that it was all good, but something happened. And we've been in a battle ever since, trying to bring balance and harmony to a world and to an existence where there doesn't seem to be balance and harmony, where everything seems like a cacophony. As I said, there is no dance of opposites. Instead, there's a war of opposites. And the illustration was given today where one brother was told he had to fight against another brother, and God says it doesn't matter because it's all an illusion. Well, it's still what we have to deal with as human beings. Can we fix the illusion and eradicate the delusional apparitions of war and of control and of profiting at the expense of others? Can we have restored to our consciousness a sense of loving care and wanting to reach out a hand and help others instead of holding them down? We don't need the competition on the level that it exists. Only in sports should competition exist, not in life. Life should be a matter of cooperating one with the other, of letting the duality dance and letting the dualism be defeated. Thank you, folks, for listening, and namaste.